tasted it before because it's only human ingredients.
Jen motherfucking Dent, president, Jen motherfucking Dent, president, Jen motherfucking Dent, president, Jen motherfucking Dent, president.
Hello Poppets, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Just remember, please follow me on Twitter at Jen to the Den. That's my handle, and that way you can keep up with bullshit that happens in my life. And there's a lot of it. So anyway guys, I really do hope you're having a good day. It's been snowing and raining here. It's disgusting. And I like the cool weather, but this crap has got to go. So I know everybody enjoyed the story about my dad and his karaoke machine. Just so you know, he did get a new karaoke machine, and I haven't been back over there to hear him use it, but I will be going over there very soon, so I will make sure to get some video when that happens. Also, I am on the very last leg of training Cadence. Well, I can't really say that because training your dog is an ongoing process, but the trainer is scheduled to come for the last time this week, so I will do a video soon about Cadence's progress. Today is another funny story about my dad, and it also is kind of including Jessie Smiles, who is one of my good friends. If you don't know who she is on YouTube. Go check her out. I'll link her channel below. I have 4 dogs. It is excessive. I do understand that, but I kind of acquired them throughout the years, and now I have 4 dogs, and I stay pretty busy with the 4 dogs. And for a little while, I was noticing that they were having a lot of stomach issues. It seemed like they were passing it around. One of them would get sick, and then the rest of them would get sick. If I had a dime for every time I've cleaned up dog excrement, I'd have quite a bit of money. And luckily, my house is nice and clean and doesn't smell like dog shit, but that don't mean I ain't cleaned a lot of it up, because I have. That was probably too much information, but it goes along with this story. Jessie has a dog named Hershey. And if you don't know about Hershey, I will link his Twitter. He has a Twitter. But what am I saying? My dog Buns has a Facebook. So let's continue on, shall we? Jessie has a dog named Hershey who for the longest time would not eat regular dog food, and he was having a lot of stomach problems too. So she told me that she was making her dog's food. It was one of the many times I went to LA to visit her. She made the dog food while we sat in the kitchen and talked one afternoon. And so when I started noticing that my dogs were having a lot of stomach issues and I was having to clean up a lot of dog shit, I sent her a message and I wanted to know, how do you make this dog food, and have you really seen a difference in Hershey's health since you started feeding him this food? And she's like, oh my god, yes. It is really good for him. It's good for them. You should try it. Just see if it works for your dogs. And I was like, okay, I'll try anything at this point. So if you were wondering, I will give you the dog food recipe because I know people are going to put that in the comments. You take 4 big sweet potatoes, peel them, chop them up. You take 6 apples, you peel them, same thing, chop them up and cube them. You take a big bag of the fresh green beans that have not been canned or cooked or anything like that. A big bag of carrots, and you have to cut them up. Even if they're the baby carrots, you have to cut them up. And you take a pound of chicken breasts, cut that all up, and you also put about a cup of vegetable oil in the pot. So you put all this in the pot, you cover it with water, and you just let it cook until it all gets mushy. You also add oatmeal as you go, because what you want it to end up is just this mushy concoction. But you put the oatmeal in because the oatmeal is good for the dog, and also it helps to just firm up the consistency of this dog food. Of course, the first time I made it, the dogs were just like, what is this? Is it Christmas? What the fuck is going on, Mom? They ate that shit like it was gold. I mean, you don't eat gold, but I didn't know what else to say. So the dogs, they really loved it. And I cooked this concoction for them for quite some time. I would say for about 6 months, I would cook this for them. Eventually, I stopped cooking it for them because I noticed that they were still having stomach issues here and there. And honestly, it just took a lot of time to do it. And I started feeding them something else, which I won't get into because it doesn't really matter. Sometimes I like to go places and I need someone to watch my dogs. That's the bad part of having 4 dogs and living by yourself. You have to have somebody that can watch your dogs. So a lot of times when I go out of town, I will take my little dogs over to my mom's house and I will board Cadence, which she hates. So I try not to do that. I try to get Katie. Remember Katie, Drunk Kesha? If you don't, I'm always going to bring this up. That's Katie. A lot of times when I'm out of town, I'll get Katie to come stay at the house with the dogs, which she loves because it's kind of like when you get to go stay at a hotel room and nobody bothers you. She comes over, she watches TV, she hangs out with the dogs, she loves it. This particular time I went out of town, I took the dogs to my mom's house and I boarded Cadence, and I took some homemade dog food in a bowl to my mom's house because she needed to feed the dogs, obviously. Now, little known fact about my dad is that he likes to raid the cupboards and the refrigerator at night. When I was growing up, it was not uncommon for me and my sister and my mom to hide things that we didn't want him to eat, because late at night, he just becomes this insane person who just raids the refrigerator and just eats. Which I think a lot of us like to eat snacks and everything at night, but you don't understand. This man, like, he will demolish the refrigerator. So my mom like labels everything that's in the fridge. It's so funny to watch her pack up leftovers after dinner because she gets out the masking tape and the Sharpie and she labels every leftover that's in the refrigerator. So this particular night that my mom was dog sitting for me, like I said, I took the dog food over there. I know you know where I'm going with this. But I put the dog food in the bowl and we put it in the fridge, and I was like, there's their dog food. All you got to do is get it out, put it in their bowls, kind of heat it up just for a few seconds, you know, feed it to them, whatever. Anyway, the next day my mom texts me and she's like,
your dad says that the dog food is not good.
And I was like, what do you mean it's not good? I just made it. Like, I'm thinking, did he open it? Did it have like a smell? What does he mean? She's like,
no, he tasted it and he said it's not good.
I was like, well, I've tasted it before. I mean, it's only human ingredients. It's all human food. So I'm not gonna lie, I have tasted it. But like, you don't add salt and pepper to it. You don't season it at all or anything like that. I was like, I mean, I've tasted it. I know it's not good, but it's not like, I mean, what is he saying? And she's like,
you don't understand. Your dad was out last night and he came home while I was asleep, and when I woke up this morning, he asked me, what is that crap in that Tupperware bowl in the refrigerator? It tastes like shit.
She's like,
and what Tupperware container?
He's like,
the one that's not labeled. What is that? Because it's terrible. Like, it tastes like shit.
And she's like,
okay, this Tupperware container, this is dog food.
It's one thing to open something up. Okay, first of all, if you saw this, if you saw the concoction, you wouldn't try it. I've tried it just because when I was cooking it for the dogs the first time, I was like, I wonder what it tastes like. It's human food. Okay, it's not going to kill me to try it. There's that. But I cannot imagine coming home and opening the refrigerator and there's a Tupperware bowl and I open it and actually looking at this concoction, because it just looks like a bunch of shit just mushed together. I cannot imagine looking at that and thinking, I'm gonna eat that. Not only did he open it up and eat it, he made a bowl of it. He actually scooped a bunch of it into a bowl and heated it in the microwave. And once he tried it, he decided that it didn't taste good, but that wasn't enough. Usually when someone does that and they taste it, they're like, okay, that's really not good, I'm not gonna eat that. No, not my dad, not my dad. He decided that he needed to add salt, pepper, and Texas Pete to the concoction, and he ate the whole bowl. I'm going to attribute that to the fact that my dad grew up very poor in a very poor family of 6 children. I'm going to attribute the fact that he forced himself to eat it all to the fact that he grew up poor and you ate whatever you fixed and you tried to like it. But yeah, he added salt and pepper and Texas Pete to a big warm bowl of dog food and he ate it. So ever since then, it's been a running joke that my dad has a really glossy coat and that his toenails are really strong and we have to cut them really often because he eats so good. My dad, you know, both of my parents are crazy. What can I say? What do you expect? This should tell you a lot about me. Anyway, guys, I haven't made dog food in a long time, but when I do, I will make sure to save some for my dad because, you know, he'll eat it if he gets hungry enough. So anyway, guys, that was my story for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. If you are subscribed, please make sure that you click the little bell icon so that it alerts you every time that I put a video up. I do videos every Tuesday and Saturday, so I hope you'll come back next time, and I have lots of videos that you can go watch. I also have a vlog channel, so I'll link that below. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!